Okay, starting on day number 5, we have some money, and we also get the nano camo type machine that allows us to decorate our room however we want. Let's see. What's nano camo? Just something to liven up things in this room. Because, I mean, this room looks pretty dead to me. Is there anything to buy at the shop? I think I bought everything. Yep. Consumerist nightmare. Nano camo app. Let's see. Oh, damn. Did I get Cyberpunk achievement? That's silly. I got an achievement for that. Cyberpunk. Alright. Well, let's see what is happening under a dangerous last year. Dangerous opinions. Apollo Bank is getting attacked and no one is reporting it. Are you actually surprised? Consider the nature of their threats. It's clear that Quincy doesn't want to take the blame. What a fucking coward. Do you have any sources? I'm posting from the site. It looks like someone's inside the bank with a huge bomb threatening to blow up the building. Any demands? They want Quincy to quit and the White Knights disbanded. Wow. So they're actually helping the protesters? That's not the way to help the people. What if this is just a huge false flag operation to blame the opposition? I wouldn't be surprised. This fucking place, lol. Let's wait for more info. May the gods guide say to safety, says Jill. Streaming Chan thread. Did anyone see last night's escapade? She was at the Valhalla bar. It was alright. Bartender was a cutie, but man, is she full of herself. I don't care, I'm going next week to ask her for a date. We all know you won't. I'm pretty sure nobody here has the guts to ask someone out. Is she still sleeping? Yeah, the bartender has been telling everyone they need to be careful with their words. Lol. I wonder if there's illegal activity going on there, like, why would you need to be careful with what you say? Maybe they're avoiding casual racism? True, still, it wouldn't be rare for them to do this shady stuff. This fucking city, haha. At least she's sleeping now. Last time I saw her taking some rest was about a week ago. Crash is one hell of a drug. Man, it sounds shady when they put it that way. Apollo... A White Knight just beat me up. A White Knight just beat me up. I'm fucking crying right now. Let me tell you the story. Waiting for OP to deliver. I'm here anyway. Here it goes. I was getting home after buying groceries at the store. I was very tired because I had to line up for hours just to buy milk. And when I finally got out of there, a group of 3 White Knights stopped me and started asking for my ID and also wanted to see my bag to check if I wasn't a scalper. And once they saw everything was in order, they asked me for a military service ID. And just, what the fuck? Why would I have that on me? And there's no enforced conscription anymore. It doesn't make sense. And because I didn't have it on me, they asked for money or else they'd plant drugs on me. I of course refused, but they'd lose their patience. And one of them hit me right in my temple with a gun. I was bleeding like crazy on the floor, so they just took my groceries and left. Holy shit, man, I fucking hate this place. I hate it so much, I want to leave this fucking hellhole. I'm so tired of this shit every fucking day. I guess I've been lucky to never have that kind of problem with the White Knights, I guess. Alright. Let's see what's going on with the augmented eye. Alarms rise as Apollo Trust Bank suffers terrorist attack. Updating by Kimberly Lavalette. Hijack screens at downtown Casanova announced what seems to be a terrorist threat aimed at the Apollo Trust Bank. The information suggests that a currently unidentified bomber is already inside the building. The White Knights counterterrorism unit responded to the threat immediately. However, the bank was locked down by an external network attack. We might be dealing with a dual threat here, CTU's Chloe Bauer told AE. The bank has been sealed shut using its own disaster prevention system. However, none of the terminals at the bank were working at the time. The building is basically sealed at this point. The hostages are trapped. The Augmented Eye is being attacked by AE staff. Hi everyone, we take our security seriously here at the Augmented Eye, and we have the obligation to disclose that recent articles on Alice Rabbit were vandalized by who we think is Alice Rabbit themselves, or a very good impersonator. We want to extend our apologies and inform that we'll be limiting our coverage of Alice Rabbit just to factual news and not entertainment pieces. Sincerely, the AE staff. Thank God I don't pay for these fuckers for a sub. Let's see. Hope it is alright. Alright, yeah. Pollution to reach historic levels next year by Kimberly Lavalette. Even though most countries in the world have adapted their economies to solve the ongoing problem of climate change, Glitch City still relies on ancient technologies in order to keep costs low and with profit high. As a result of this backwards policy, it seems as though we'll be experiencing a huge increase in air pollution next year. Our contamination levels will force the whole population to move away from a lot of areas within the city. The soil is dying at an alarming pace, said experts in reporting. Having to buy special raincoats and umbrellas does suck, but experts say you better get used to it. 4 asks, how long until someone says pollution is good? Jill said, there's a book. That's depressing as hell. Alright. Save. Alright, beginning day 5. 1 second. Let's go to work. Saturday, December 17th. Good evening. Huh? I didn't expect you today. I was waiting for you to call and say you wouldn't be coming or something. Things at the Apollo Bank are getting ugly, so that means more people will be looking for a drink. You can take a break, you know. You're quite the hard worker. The streets are not exactly safe right now. They've never been when you get down to it. And besides, I can't afford to not come with the bar closing soon. I wonder if any bar gets used to impending closure as a means of getting their employees to work. Seems like the total opposite would happen. Not to mention I get bored out of my brains in my apartment, and I'd rather come here anyway. What did you say? Nothing important. Gil isn't back yet? Nope, and I wouldn't worry too much about him, though. If you say so. That girl's still here? Yep, she was sleeping so peacefully I felt bad about waking her up. So, would you mind doing that for me? Actually, yes, I mind. But you're the boss, and it's kind of my fault she's here in the first place. Sorry about that. Second. Hey, young lady, sleep another hour and we'll have to start charging you a motel fee. Mumble. Where am I? Oh, right, Yon, the shoddy downtown bar. Let's see, all my gear is in place. And neither my pants nor my panties, shirt, or bra have been displaced. Oh, it's the flat bartender. Good morning. Good evening. Evening? Oh, well, it's the best night or day of sleep I've had in quite some time. Sorry for all the trouble I may have caused you today or last night. Don't worry. You're so nice, flat bartender. Thanks for taking care of me. Bye. Hello, guys and gals. Streaming Chance back in action with her batteries reloaded. Ah, the moon, it burns. I feel like I've just unleashed something terrible into the world. Come on, it's not that bad. Say, what's this bottle? Client gave it to me yesterday. A gift of sorts, I'm guessing. Oh, cool. It's some sort of rum. Rum? Nice. Want me to serve you a bit of it? Yeah, sure. Let's give boss some rum. Go to the bottled drinks and... let's see... Grandpa booze. Serve. Here you are. Alright. I'm gonna enjoy this in my office, thanks. Anytime. Okay then. That's fine. Time to serve, mix, and change lives. Wait, that's not how it goes. No one here to retort. Man, it feels lonely without Gil here. I just hope the restlessness in the streets doesn't lead to dangerous or weird types coming in here. Good evening. Good evening. Holy shit, that was a record-breaking jinx. Well, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? I'll have a blue fairy. Don't make a joke about becoming real. Don't make a joke about becoming real. On it. Here you go. Nice, yeah. This is the thing. So, how are you gonna... Oh, you can grab stuff. You should have figured as much. You can drink stuff? And eat. I have the same system Lilum do. Can I ask you something, or Miss... Call me Taylor. Just Taylor. And yes, a cutie like you can ask me anything. Okay, Taylor. You have to be the first person I've met that did go, okay, just Taylor. Ah, too easy. You are a brain in a jar, right? I'm sure not a hologram of that, I'm sure. Yep, I'm a bona fide human brain in a jar. So, how? Why? What? Does my handsomeness make you speechless? You're not something a girl sees every day, and that's saying quite a bit in these parts. Fear not, for I have speech prepared for these situations. A speech? You are seeing one of the 5 great living bottled brains of the world. We are brains living in conditions that allow us to exist as any other humanoid creature. All while computers in our jars scan our activities. In a slow but steady manner, we are helping the world understand the inner workings of nature's most complex computer. I'm guessing you prepared that after being asked the same question too many times, huh? Not out of exasperation or anything like that, mind you. I just wanted to have something thoughtful prepared. Look, I even have a couple of pamphlets with me. You want one? Sure. What brings one of our world's 5 brains in jars to this place, though? Oh, I'm from around here, actually. I just wanted to take a walk for the first time in quite a bit of time. Have you come here before? Sadly, no. Otherwise, I'd remember a cute face like yours. Speaking of which, can I have your name? It's Jill. Jill, that's a really cute name. Thank you. Thank you. Say, weren't you scared of going outside today with all the commotion around and all? It didn't stop you from coming here either, did it? Yeah, you're right. It's going to take more than cryptic but ominous news to stop me. You're awfully energetic. Did you know that? Sorry, does that bother you? No, not at all. It's just that I figured a brain in a jar would be so... happy? While I was alive, my body got to a point where there wasn't much I could do. This new state of existence allows me to accomplish more than I ever could before. Plus, I'm doing something that'll help people in the long run. Wouldn't you be happy? I wonder. Do you want to make me happy, Jill? Depends on what it takes. Don't worry, just give me a beer. Alright, yeah. I'll make you a beer. I'll make you happy. Here, a beer. Ah yes, no matter what happens, beer is always good. It's interesting though, just yesterday I was talking to a client about brain uploads. You were? Yeah, we were talking about how even if you upload your brain, you'd still be here. I've thought about that too. Do you think the you in the cybernetic environment would feel like she was indeed transferred? Like, would she remember everything? Like waking up someplace else and so on? That's an interesting question. I was actually thinking earlier about being able to transfer someone's brain into a Lilum. One of the brains is being used in such an experiment, actually. They can make a functional Lilum. Unfortunately, the wiring and other such stuff makes it look more creepy than anything. They aren't transferring his identity or anything, though, just wiring him to a body. Oh. You'd think someone would rather that than float around exposed in a jar. I have to admit, the whole brain thing does look creepy. But the body I'm telling you about is just uncanny looking. Speaking of uncanny, how did you feel when you saw yourself like this for the first time? It was quite a shock, actually. It didn't last too long, though. I never was too attached to my body. Later in my life, that was almost literal. You know what the downside to this body is? I can't get drunk. If you want to call that a downside. If you wanted to drink alcohol for the taste, there are many alternatives. Drunkenness is part of the whole experience. Why though? Lilum can get drunk with no problem. Yeah, but in their case, their brain's a computer attached to their body. Getting drunk causes their brains to reduce the input speed to their bodies. Depending on the model, their drunk and subroutine might even throw a different behavioral cycle even. It's hard to get drunk when the whole point of you being in a jar is figuring out exactly how you work. Yeah, you're right. Hey, Jill. Oh, Alma. Alma. Where's the courtesy one would expect from a plebeian bar staff? Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? Happy? Not when you put it that way. Why, hello there, beautiful. Wah! You hurt my feelings with that, darling. Sorry, you don't see talking disembodied brains every day. I mean, I did work a summer in a Lilum maintenance, but even then, those were talking heads. Oh, don't worry about it. At least you're not running or fainting. Your name was Alma, right? I'm Taylor. Nice to meet you, Taylor. Say, Alma, can I buy you a drink? Sorry, I only date people who are at least 50% organic and have at least one face. I know just what to strive for then. Just kidding. It'd make me happy to make you happy by buying you a drink. Does that bother you? I guess if Jill is the bartender, I don't have a problem with that. Awesome. I'll pay for your next drink then. What will you have? I'll have a Cobalt Velvet. And you? And you, Taylor? I'm fine, actually. Doing multiple voices is not easy. You're gonna have me drink alone? I don't want to drink that much. Okay then. Let's make a Cobalt Velvet straight from Taylor to Alma. Your drink. Hope you enjoy it. You know, you've been nicer to me these past minutes than at least 3 guys have been in the last year. Judging from the way you two talk, I'm guessing you've been a client here for a while now, right? Only for about half a year or so, if memory serves right. Really? One would think it's been longer. It feels like it's been longer. Shut up, you love me and you know it. So we just started coming here and that was it? Well, the first time I came here, the other guy... Speaking of which, where's Pablo? Gillian. Archimedes? Dunno, adventuring or something. Anyways, the other guy served me the first time I came here, nothing unusual there. The next time I showed up, Jill here was the one serving, and I don't know, I just feel like she just gets me. There's this chemistry. We click. We click, she says. The fact that I feel more chemistry with her than with many other people is kind of sad, though. It's always good to see a nice friendship. Sadly, it's getting late, and I've got to go. I'll leave you two lovely ladies alone. See ya. Bye. Please come again. That tailor sure was nice. A bit weird at first, though. Apparently one of 5 brains being studied by scientists or something. There's a summary of it in this pamphlet. Let me see. Oh yeah, I've heard about them before. Can't believe I actually met one. Say, Alma, how many people are there in your family? Just curious. Well, aside from my mom and my dad, we have 4 sisters and 1 brother. Funnily enough, we all have names that start with the first 5 letters in the alphabet. So you're the oldest one? No, I'm actually the middle kid. You are the middle kid, but your name starts with A. Don't think too much about it. I never said the order reflected our ages. My sister Carlotta is the oldest one, and then there's Diana, just before me. Then comes Eva, and at the bottom lies Bella. I'm sorry, the youngest one is Bernardo. You've never been alone, I'm guessing. Can't complain about that, I guess. It helps that we were never 5 in the same house. By the time Evita and Bernie were born, Diana and Carlotta had already moved. Speaking of family, today I came because I need a break from everything that's been going on with them. Do you live with them? No, but Evita and Bernie do, not to mention I visit them almost every day. Anyway, my second oldest sister, Diana, just separated from her husband. It's not even been a week, but she's already got some other guy in her bed. She left her kid with her husband's parents and pretty much forgot about them. Never mind the fact that they need to go to school and all that. Damn. Diana's life has always been messy, but these days she's really making it big. She wants time for herself, to live her life. She didn't think about that when she married the guy at 20. She didn't think about that when marrying a guy she had only known for like 3 months. You should take your own advice. Hey, I'd never marry someone who could catch my attention so quickly, okay? Sure, there was that one time when it almost happened, but I blame the damn stadium kiss cam. Kiss cam? I was going out with a guy my little sister introduced to me. Seems he was her friend's brother or something. We went out a couple of times and he invited me to a basketball game. The mood was nice, but then later the kiss cam focused on us and instead of kissing me, he proposed. I almost got caught in the mood and accepted. Huh. So I take it you rejected him in a stadium on the fucking kiss cam? We went out for like 3 weeks. I don't know, maybe he wanted to get in my pants with the old sex on the wedding night line. But I, honest to God, can't understand why he thought it would be a good idea. That sounds too convoluted, you know, proposing and waiting for the wedding night just for sex. Never underestimate the lengths a man is willing to go to get you in their bed. I've seen more convoluted plots over the years. I'm feeling tempted to ask, but I'll pass. Want anything else? What's that bottle? Oh yeah, it's just some rum a client gave me yesterday. A gift? What did you do? A good enough service, I'm guessing? Cacique. Huh, interesting name. What does it mean? Cacique's the name of a chieftain in some native tribes. I see. Did you want me to serve you some of this? I'll pass. I don't have too many good memories of where rum's involved. Get me a fringe weaver instead, will you? Wonders what's up with her and rum. But anyways, let's just give her a fringe weaver. I think that's the strongest drink, isn't it? Yeah, it is. 1, 2, 3. All aged and mixed. 1 fringe weaver. What kind of memories do you have with rum? Nothing you need to worry about. Okay. Alright, now it's my turn to ask questions. About what? What kind of family is your family? Well, I'm an only child. My mom and dad split amicably. My mom is a violinist, so she was always away from home with the orchestra. I spent most of my time with my dad, my aunt, and my grandpa. Aside from that, I'd say childhood was quite uneventful. Huh. You didn't get something like your mom's artistic vein or something? I played violin until I was around 16, I think. What made you stop? I don't know. I just kind of said, that's it, one day and stopped. What about cousins or the rest of your family? I see very little of them, actually. Mainly because my dad moved away from most of them. Most of my mom's family live in France, to boot. So your mom's French? Yep. Can you speak French? Mon eroglissure est plein d'anglais. Ooh, what does that mean? Rubbish? I don't know, I can't speak French. I did try though, but college started and I stopped taking classes. Funny thing, I actually have a cousin from my mom's side that lives close by. But you'll be hard-pressed to make me spot him in a crowd. You're kinda lucky, you know? All of my mom's side of the family lives here. The chances of me meeting someone I'm related to on the street are ridiculously high. But yeah, that's the primer on my family. Nothing too interesting, sadly. Your mom's a French violinist, and you call that uninteresting? I'm wondering if your family has ever made a fuss about you being a hacker. Hacker makes it sound too exotic. It's like if I called you a mixologist. Please don't, ever. Sounds like something somebody would say to make bartender sound sophisticated. See? I mean, hacker is a good way to summarize it, but it's not the best. I'm a security consultant. People want to find flaws in the security of their systems, and I do my best to pinpoint wherever it breaks. Be it Glitch City or anywhere else in the world. They need security, I'm their woman. You've told quite a few stories about cracking into databases to retrieve info like some sort of mercenary, though. That doesn't change the fact that hacker is not the best term to use. Makes the whole thing sound illegal when it's actually an honest job. Didn't you tell me you once secured some incriminating pics from a guy's cell phone? A mostly honest job. Sheesh. What made you become a hacker, by the way? I've always been a sucker for puzzles. Even as a kid, I always had a Sudoku or crossword with me. But at some point, they started feeling kind of samey. So when I started college, I took a course on system security. It felt like the kind of puzzle I was looking for. I mean, there are all kinds of things involved in breaching net security. You need to attack stuff from different angles, and it's something that's always evolving. The whole point of everything is to strengthen security. Every time you think you've got the gist of it, they change everything. So it's kind of like an always evolving puzzle. A puzzle I help make harder at that. I didn't think about it in that way. It's less actiony than what movies make it out to be, though. No real-time frantic typing, nothing like that. Still, seeing my code break through something, it's an amazing feeling. Will you have anything else? I'll have a classy drink. Any classy drink. Here goes nothing. She wants a classy drink. Alright. Gonna mix up something that we don't have a recipe for. A flaming moy. Here you are. Yep, just what I needed. Thanks. Say, Jill, what's the worst that could happen if you don't get your drinks right? Well, people have the right to not give me money. If they don't pay for it, I don't get my bonus. No bonus means less money and no tips, which doesn't help because I have to pay bills. Oh, I see. Do you have to make an effort to pay your bills? Nope. You have no idea how much I hate you right now. Well, my job pays pretty well, and I'm not the kind to spend too much on things other than food and bills. Maybe maintenance on my hands and new equipment, but aside from that. Oh, I know. If you have trouble with your bills, why not live with me? We could be roommates. Dunno. Moving my stuff through the stairs because the elevator is broken. Having to move my liquor collection. Never mind the fact that my cats are shut in. They got very upset the one time I moved some furniture around. The idea of moving just gives me a headache. You shouldn't take things so seriously when I say them, you know? I don't, but I've thought about it before. Now I need some air. I'm gonna take my break. You wanna come? Are you inviting me to the back of the bar? You should invite me to dinner first. Every minute you waste making jokes is time taken from my break. Fine, let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Call me if anyone comes in. Sure. Alright. Gonna sip and save. Actually, I'm not saving. I'm only saving at the beginning of days. There's no save to keep playing. Unfortunately, we don't have one of those codec sequences of us in the alley talking. Jill says, cold. My crappy taste in music is fine. It sure is chilly out there. It's kind of refreshing. The hobo out there seems like a nice guy. Billy Vine? Yeah, he's a cool guy. Very respectful. Apparently he got into some legal trouble and that's why he's like that. Really? He could also just be a very nice crackhead, though. I have a cousin that lives like a hobo, actually. Really? It's a bit complicated, though. Problem is, his family has tried to get him to live with them, but his pride won't let him accept their help. He'd rather live on the streets for some reason. You can't tell with some people, sadly. Why did he become a hobo in the first place? Bad investments and debts. Bank evicted him from his house. Oh. It's a serious problem because he has epileptic attacks but refuses to take his medication. I just don't get what's up with him. Honey, some service here. I'm here, don't scream. Oh, were you two hanging at the back of the bar? What kind of stuff were you doing? Just talking. Is this what they call it these days? What do you want? Something soft, something sweet. No alcohol, please. Wouldn't it be the same if you just grabbed a soda from a vending machine? But I like you. Do you dislike my presence so much? Sweet and non-alcoholic, you say. Alright. Let's go with the Blue Fairy. Here, like you asked. See, you don't get this kind of treatment from vending machines. Unless you're Lawrence. But he has this weird idea that good service is the same as selling lukewarm cans of cola. Lawrence? A friend of mine, he's a vending machine. Oh. Oh, but how impolite of me. I'm lovely, and my name is Dorothy. Dorothy Hayes. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm Alma. The pleasure is mine. Dorothy, you say? Dorothy, you say? Yep. Why? Nothing. I guess I've heard about you before. Really? What kind of stuff? Tell me. Mostly about your, pluckiness. And here I was thinking it was because I'm a sex worker. So much for trying to be subtle. Hey, I take pride in my job, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it. Isn't it dangerous? I know how to take care of myself, thank you very much. Where do you work, Alma? I'm a hacker. Really? A full-fledged hacker? Not the kind that sees a computer logged into some account and says, that's hacking, right? No, of course not. I've always been curious about how being a hacker works. Do you just start typing really fast while waiting for something to happen? No. I can explain, but I don't know if you'll get it. We won't know until you try, right? Last time I said that, I had to jam the plastic replica of a halogen light bulb up a grown man's ass. Thanks, Dorothy. It was a success! Man. Ahem. Okay then, let me try to explain in general how it works. Let's say I have to retrieve information from a company's database. Alright? First, I do some research on the target OS, servers, and how the information is stored and all that. There's been a couple of occasions where I had to go in blind, but they're the exception rather than the rule. First, I secure things from my side. I start working behind proxies, websites, and through other more vulnerable computers I find on the way. After that, I start testing the networks. I go through the basic protocols, try known exploits as long as they don't trigger any alarm. Once I've tested the ground, the fun starts. I go through all the security protocols and look to bypass them. Sometimes I have to look deeper into the code for the password itself. I see. Then, I'm finally in, and I go retrieve user privileges. After that, I go and try to become a super user and get what I need. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of ways. I can use a pre-made program to hack into an already existing account. I can use info somebody already gave me. The usual way is using a buffer overflow. Buffer? What happens next? What happens next? I create a backdoor in the system before leaving and covering my tracks. I can't handle it anymore. Alma, hack me like you've never hacked anything before. Nah? Make my buffer overflow, create a backdoor on me, escalate your user privileges, find flaws in my security. So sorry, I got carried away. No shit, what happened? Have you seen those movies or books where a couple does something like paint a picture or cook? But they make it sound like they're having sex instead? Suggestive scenes? Yeah. Well, that whole thing was kind of like that for me. Really? I guess humans don't really get it, but because their minds don't upload to networks or anything. But trust me, if you recorded yourself giving a really detailed explanation in a very sexy voice, you'd make millions. Horny Lolum are an unexploited market. I see. It looks like my ride is here. Your ride? Yep, my brother-in-law came to look for me. Is it alright to ask that from him? It's okay, I've known him since preschool. It just so happened that he got married to my sister. Hey Dorothy, you need a ride? Can you drop me by 3rd Street? Sure, it's on the way. Yay, I'll take your offer then. Bye, honey. Later, Jill. Take care. Alright. Good, I don't have to do Alma and Dorothy's voice back to back. That was tripping me up a bit. Okay, Jill. The streets seem noisy. Oh, a client. Hello, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Such a simple, small yet comfortable place. Truly an oasis of spiritual drinks in the midst of suburban desert. A place where lost and corrupt souls can gather to forget their troubles for a while. A nest where everyone from the most pathetic scum to the vilest trash junkie can still sit to kill their insides. Truly a real persona non grata. That's Latin for mysterious place, by the way. I'm so smart and philosophical. Alright, we got ourselves a persona non grata here. What will you have then? 17. Excuse me? I said 17. 7 plus teen. What does that mean? What does it mean to you? Just to be sure, 17 is about the drink you want, right? Only if you want it to be. 17, what the hell does that mean? Alright, we're gonna go with a fluffy dream with 11 Karmatrine. This is 17 ingredients, all aged and mixed. Okay, explain. The total of ingredients here add up to 17. Beautiful. And what brings you here, Mr. Virgilio? I'm Armandio. Virgilio Amandio. See, I introduced myself using the Asian order because that's a lot more polite. Right. And I came here looking for an otherworldly experience. I was passing by and I saw this place is called Valhalla. I want to see the souls of resting warriors, the wounded spirits of noble souls. The golden hall full of never-ending banquets, the lively Valkyries looking over them. We have some arcade machines on the corner. No, 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 you're taking me too literally. You see, I'm being poetic, and I'm giving a mystical air to a mundane affair. I wanted to see drunk people, I wanted to see waitresses and food. I wanted to see the bar in all of its decadent glory. Well, you're out of luck. Today has been quite the slow day. Not that I'm very surprised, given how things have been going in the streets, though. Humans are a nasty bunch, that much is true. Making a ruckus, coming at each other, but that's to be expected from the only mammal to kill its own. I'm no zoologist, but I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Excuse me. Oh yeah? Give me an example, not zoologist, bartender. Like I said, I don't know exact details, I just know that that isn't right. If memory serves right, once a lion takes over a pride, every cub born from the other lion is killed. Or something. Pfft, takes over a pride? You can't take over a pride. Pride isn't a tangible thing. You need to stop making things up, non-zoologist bartender. But going back on topic, do you know what the number 17 means? The atomic number of chlorine? No, and Chloe is a name, not a number, you know? The group where halogens are in the periodic table? Stop making up words like halogens, periodic, and table. Okay then, I give up. 17 is us. Eh? Every human has 17 pairs of chromosomes. That number is the whole foundation of you and me. It's 23. What is? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, not 17. Well, they're both primal numbers, so it's the same idea. Primal? Do you want anything else? I'd like a single plum floating in perfume served in a man's hat. Okay. There you go. Huh, you did. Wait, you did. Enjoy. I will drink this. Perfume. You don't really have to. Yeah, that would be silly. You win this round, bartender. Hey, bartender, have you ever thought about death? How? What if we're already dead, both of us? What? What tells you I even existed before I entered that door? How can you assure me that this reality is real and we're not, in fact, in heaven or hell all along? What if everything up to this point is just some stupid story written by an unemployed 20-something in his room? I could punch you to make you feel a reality. I don't care about any of that, actually. This reality is real for me, and that's all that matters. Such a closed-minded way of seeing things. You need to get away from factual facts. Open your mind to things beyond your reach. You'll never reach enlightenment if you don't start. The habanera has started. It means the twilight of gods in German, by the way. Well, you're on your own, bartender. Enjoy the new world order. What? A couple of nearby cars exploded, it seems. Oh, hell. Let me take a look out the window. Be careful. I see lots of flashes in the distance. Most likely gunshots. Jill, come here a second. What? About 5 gigabytes of reports proving that several White Knight squads have been used to cover illegal actions were released to the public by an unknown anarchist group. We're receiving reports of several units going rogue and using their weapons to hunt down anyone they find in the streets. Several counter-terrorism forces from neighboring cities have been dispatched in order to subdue the crazy units after a plea from the Vice President. We're still waiting for a declaration from Zaibatsu Corp CEO on the subject, but until then, things are ugly in and outside of that bank, it seems. I'd recommend you stay here tonight. It's too dangerous to even think about going outside. What if they break in? They won't. Even then, the bar has quite the security system. I'll be here protecting you as an added bonus. Yeah, I guess I'll stay tonight. I'll get you the spare mattress I have. Do you mind sleeping in my office? No, I guess it's fine. Good. Let's hope everything gets solved by the morning. I'll have Zenkanto on hand just in case. The metal bat with nails? There's nothing it can't bash. Say, Gil, 4. Hope everything's better by tomorrow. Okay, end of the day. Total earnings $17,650. Drinks total $2,800. Mistakes 0. Commission 30%. Today's payment $840. Tips $450. Flawless service bonus $500. Sleep tight, I'll protect you $300. Today's total transfer $2,090. So that brings us to a grand total of $11,431.50. Dope. Alright. That's it for this segment. I'll probably stream later, so y'all take care. Stay safe, and see you soon. Bye.